So we're going to do our first lab. This one's called average speed. It's kind of a fun lab. So if you're at home, you need to do this at home, write up the lab report, and then give it to me. So I want to go over what I expect in the lab report. So you need to either type or copy and then fill in your own information. On the top left-hand corner, I want to see lab number 1. I need the title and the date. Don't have DATE written down. Actually put down September, whatever the date is. Those 3 things need to be underlined. The purpose of the lab is to determine the average speed of a paper airplane. So your hypothesis is an educated guess to how fast you think your airplane's going to go. So the airplane will go 5 meters per second. Your guess can be wrong, but it has to be appropriate. You know your paper airplane's not going to go 100 meters per second. So pick a number that you think is reasonable and needs to be in the right unit. So if you said the paper airplane will fly at 5 meters per second, that will be perfect. You have to write down materials, underline it, write down your materials, procedure, just copy those down. Now, you're going to do 3 trials. If you're at home, you can get someone to help you. You're going to need some kind of measuring stick or ruler. So you make your paper airplane. And then what I want you to do is have someone time it. So just stand in a spot, throw it, they're going to time it, and you're going to measure your distance. So write down your distance, how far your paper airplane flew. You're going to put down how long it took, and then your calculation for the average speed. I want you to do it 3 times. Then in this column here, it says the totals. So I want the total distance divided by the total time, and that's going to give you your V average total. So even though you have an average speed here, here, and here, I want you to do the total divided by the time total. It will work out the same if you do it both ways, but I want you to use these numbers in here. Calculation of average speed. So in physics, we do the same calculations over and over and over again. So all you need to do is actually just show me one of every type of calculation. So in this case here, you would just show me this calculation. You would have to write out the formula. So V average equals D over T, put the numbers in, give me your answer for the proper units. Your conclusion is an answer to your purpose. Now we know what the average speed was. Your conclusion needs to be in 3rd person past tense. So you say, therefore, the average speed was found to be 7.5 or whatever it was. So make sure it's 3rd person past tense. Sources of error. So this is anywhere that could have given us a false result. So one thing could be the timer hit the button to start the timer too soon or too little, the measuring wasn't accurate, something like that. All right, some of you, I realize, don't know how to make a paper airplane. So if you do know how to make a paper airplane, great, make whatever paper airplane you like. Here's the way I make mine. And again, make your own. It doesn't have to be like mine. So take a regular piece of paper and fold it in half. And then I'm going to unfold it, and the reason I did that is just to give me like a fold line along the middle. Then you take one of the corners and fold it down with the edge being along the little fold line. Do the same thing to the other side. So all I did was I took a corner, folded it down, took a corner, folded it down. Now I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to take this corner and fold it along that edge one more time. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, where I take this corner, fold it down along the edge. Now I fold my paper airplane along that middle fold once again, and I make my wings. To make a wing, all you need to do is fold the edge down. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to flip my plane over, fold it down so it's hopefully the same length. And voila, I have my paper airplane.